A federal appeals court has just struck a massive blow to the Trump administration's economic agenda. The ruling? That the president's global trade war is being waged illegally. This political story is a legal earthquake with immediate consequences for the global economy, and it's all centered on one fundamental question. How much power does the president actually have? The U.S. Court of Appeals, in a sharply divided 7-4 decision, has upheld a lower court's finding that Donald Trump's reciprocal tariffs are an unconstitutional overreach. These tariffs, a flat 10% tax on imports from nearly every country, were justified by the White House under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, or IEEPA, a law meant to tackle national emergencies like foreign invasions or cyber attacks. But the court said no. In no uncertain terms, the judges declared that the IEEPA did not give the president wide-ranging authority to impose tariffs, and that the power of the purse belongs to Congress. They called the levies, and I quote, invalid as contrary to law. The reaction from President Trump was swift and fierce. On Truth Social, he slammed the decision, calling the court highly partisan and the ruling a disaster for the country, warning it would literally destroy the United States of America. But here's the critical twist. The court pressed pause on the economic fallout. The tariffs aren't being shut off today. They'll remain in place until mid-October, creating a window for one final appeal to the highest court in the land. This is where the story gets even more complex. Let's break down why this ruling is so important. First, the immediate economic uncertainty. As Dr. Linda Yu, an economist from Oxford and London Business School, told the BBC, businesses are now stuck in limbo. Do they hold off on deals? Do they assume the tariffs will vanish in October? This hesitation can dampen down economic activity not just in the U.S., but worldwide. Second, the massive political ramifications. This case is now on a collision course with the U.S. Supreme Court. 6 of the 9 justices were appointed by Republican presidents, 3 by Trump himself. This sets up a monumental test of the court's conservative majority. Will it side with a president of its own political stripe? Or will it, as it has recently, check what it sees as executive overreach? The outcome will define presidential power for a generation. If the Supreme Court sides with Trump, it greenlights the use of emergency powers for broad economic policy, setting a powerful new precedent. If it affirms the ruling, it delivers a devastating blow to Trump's political brand as a dealmaker and forces a complete overhaul of U.S. trade policy. And the clock is ticking. Until October 14th, the tariffs stay. After that, if the Supreme Court doesn't intervene, they become unenforceable. What happens to the billions of dollars already collected? Are trade deals with allies like the UK and Japan now void? The questions are huge, and the answers are unknown. One thing is clear. This legal battle is about far more than tariffs. It's a fundamental struggle between the presidency and Congress, between a vision of aggressive executive action and the checks and balances of the U.S. Constitution. The Supreme Court is now the final arbiter. The world is watching. What do you think the Supreme Court should do? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more breaking news analysis.